Thank you for stopping by Ballistic Barbecue. On this video, I'm going to be attempting to recreate the Plan Check burger from Plan Check out of Los Angeles, California. Let's get going. I recently saw this burger being featured on 2 separate shows, 2 separate channels, and it made it extremely high on my need-to-do list. So it just so happens that last week I was at this video summit up in the LA area, went to one of the restaurants, there's I think 4 of them now, with my buddy John over at Big Meat Sunday. Check out John. Anyway, this is a very special burger, a lot of cool things going on here, and I always get these comments, I'll never make a burger like that. That's fine. I'm not honestly expecting you guys to go out and recreate what I'm doing right now, but there are some very, very cool things here that are worth borrowing, and I know I'll be using a lot of this in future burgers. So let's take a look at the meat. Plan Check uses a 50-50 blend of beef short rib and beef chuck. So check this out. This has got to be some of the most gorgeous short rib I've ever seen. And I have some chuck, also very nice, and both of these cuts are certified Angus. First thing I'm going to do is simply cut these up so they'll fit in my grinder. I have the meat all sliced up, and what I'm going to do is grind the short rib with the chuck at the same time so it gets nice and blended together. Another thing I want to point out, Plan Check uses a coarse grind, which is my favorite. It keeps everything, the nice large chunks of fat in there, and it gives you more of a steaky kind of bite when you eat it, unlike the fine grind, which is just more like store-bought hamburger. So this kind of elevates it several notches in my opinion. Let's get grinding. And there we are. Just check that out. This is not that boring store-bought hamburger. This, again, it's going to be more like biting into a steak when we eat this burger. I'm going to place this in the fridge, let it kind of cool down a little bit before we start forming the patties. In the meantime, I want to show you some very, very cool components to this burger. Now, the Plan Check burger, or the PCB as they call it, has some very, very unique things going on with it. Some that I've never seen before, and we're going to start out with, in my opinion, what is the most unique. They actually make ketchup leather. It's sort of like ketchup fruit roll-up, and they place this on the bottom bun to protect the integrity of the bottom bun, but that hot meat juice is dripping into the kind of reconstituting it, and I have to tell you, it's amazing. Now, they're using a house-made ketchup. I didn't feel like going through the process of making my own ketchup. If you're up to it, awesome. But I'm using what in my opinion is the next best thing, and that is a gourmet ketchup. This is not a sponsored video. I am just giving this brand a shout out. I've done it before because I absolutely love this stuff. This is George's gourmet ketchup, and it's from George's sauces. This stuff is amazing. I use it all the time. I cannot say enough about it. So what I did was basically doing the same process that Plan Check does. I poured this onto a cookie sheet. I just used some parchment paper so it wouldn't stick, made sure that it was fully coated, and then I dehydrated it in my oven, 200 degrees, and I just waited until it was dehydrated. It had the consistency of fruit leather, and this is what I ended up with. Now it still has the paper on back. The paper does peel off, but here's what the tray looked like. And here is the full sheet minus the couple pieces that I sliced off already. So very cool, and I gotta tell you, it smells really, really good. The next thing they do is they make what they call an Americanized Dashi cheese, and they're making it with gruyere, parmesan, and cheddar. So that's what I did. I followed a recipe for American cheese that I've done in the past. Very few ingredients. I mean, there's no chemical craziness going on. Basically, there's some gelatin in there, there's powdered milk, there's milk, and this is what I came up with. Again, this is a combination of cheddar, gruyere, and Parmesan cheese, and it has the texture and the meltability of any American cheese you'll buy in the store. Both of these techniques, what I'm going to do is post the instructions on how to do it down below. So just click on, what is it, additional information, whatever it is down there, and you'll see the instructions. Pretty darn easy. The next thing they have is what they call a crunch bun. And what I did, because I can't have a bakery bake these for me, I took a nice brioche bun and I hit it with about a 50-50 mixture of water and egg white, covered it in panko, and then just put it in the oven for a few minutes, long enough for the panko to set, that egg white to set. And this looks like their bun, so I'm guessing it's panko on there. Anyway, I'm ready to start cooking up a PCB. Meet you in the backyard. So we are out on a beautiful day, ready to cook this beautiful burger. I have the Weber going, Ballistic griddle, a little charcoal here, nothing over here. We are going to start out with an amazing caramelized onion. So we'll kick it off with a little bit of oil here, and I'm using avocado oil simply because I love avocado oil and it has a super high smoking point. Next thing, get this. This is chicken skin, chopped up chicken skin. And now for those onions. And for this type of caramelization, we don't want a super hot pan. We want it to be just sort of a medium heat. All right, so as you can see, these onions are starting to sweat out. They're getting a little bit more translucent looking. Now we are going to add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce and 1 tablespoon, hold on to your hats here, folks, Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce, Worcester sauce, Worcester sauce, whatever, it's good. Now it's all about patience. I'm just going to nurture these onions along, get them all nice and caramelized. See you in a bit. And this is what I'm looking for. Beautiful, beautiful color. I'm going to go ahead and place this over on the cooler side of the grill. Keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't cook any more than I want it to. And we are ready for the next piece of craziness on this burger. All right, what I have here is a mixture of butter and Parmesan, shredded Parmesan. I'm just going to spread this on pretty thick. Now we are going to grill these up on the griddle. There you go. It's like a Parmesan crisp. Now it's time to cook that burger. First thing I'm going to do is season the patty with some salt, kosher salt, fresh ground pepper. Now I warn you, the chef's preferred way of cooking this is medium rare. It was good. It was good. This is quality meat here. A little bit more salt, some pepper. All right, this is looking good. I'm going to take that tomato leather, lay it down on the bun, patty down. All right, now some of that caramelized onion with that chicken skin in there. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not. Now they put 5 house-made pickles, so I'm putting 5. These are really good pickles. I got them in my little gourmet shop. Now that bun. Now to me, this is amazing. And again, I'm still tasting the memories from when I had this thing for real in Santa Monica just last week, a few days ago. All right, I'm going to cut this in half. And again, it's going for about a medium rare. We'll see what I did. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So good. So many flavors, everything works. A lot of thought went into making this thing. And I've been avoiding saying this, but it is just completely packed with that umami, you know, that fifth flavor, that savoriness. I mean, the Parmesan, the crisp Parmesan, the caramelized onions, that cheese. Again, Parmesan's in there, there's Dashi in there. Again, it's one of those ingredients. I'm going to be sued for saying this, but again, just packed with umami. And it's funny how they avoided writing anything about that on the menu, because to me, it's just so obvious. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you stopping by. Keep those suggestions coming in, and this was my suggestion, so I hope you guys appreciate it. Hope you like it. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.